Hey, it's me, MLB. Welcome back to Rapid Fate Online. This is Chapter 2, titled A Taste of RFO. Whoa, so realistic, you thought as you walked with flour in fingers. You looked around as you walked, wondering where to go. Ahead in the distance, you saw what looked like a stone wall of a city. You shrugged and headed for it, hoping someone there might be able to tell you a little bit more about this world. As you approached the big iron gates, you saw a hive of activity inside. People were walking the streets, going in and out of shops and inns and buying from street vendors. The streets were made of cobblestone, giving the whole place a very medieval vibe. Hey, you said as you approached another player. They turned around and looked you up and down. Hey, they replied. Sorry, I'm new here. I just wanted to ask someone some questions, you replied, nervously rubbing your arm with your hand. What do you want to know? The player asked. I don't know really, just, well, what do you do in this game? The player laughed. What are you? Do you even game? No, I don't, he replied curtly, getting irritated at the comments this player was making. That's why I'm asking what you do in this game? The player scoffed and turned to walk away. Don't waste my time, he said over his shoulder as they walked off. Rude much, you thought? Hi, a girl's voice asked from behind you. You turned around. Hey, you said brightly. Sorry, I just overheard you saying you didn't know what to do in this game. I've been playing for 3 weeks now, and I think I might be able to help, she said in a friendly tone. Oh, you have? That's cool. So what do you do? Well, I'm still a low level, but I'm a merchant, she replied. Is that like selling stuff? You asked curiously. Yeah, I mainly stay around here because this is the main city. It's Dawn City. That's the only city on the first level, she said happily. There aren't a lot of strong monsters around in the forests and fields here because they've all been farmed, so it's relatively safe. Like, they do respawn, but they're weaker than the original ones that were here. You can easily outrun them. Sorry, you said? Farm? Respawn? Oh, yes. Farming is how the fighters of this game get experience points by fighting and beating monsters. Because this is level 1, everyone has fought all the monsters available, then moved on to level 2. Respawning just means the monsters reappear. Oh, okay, I see, you replied. Sounds complicated, but all good. I don't think I could ever be a fighter type anyway. So, who's the top fighter at the moment? Oh, that'd be Butterfly. It's pronounced butterfly, but with an I and a 3 on the end, but the 3 sounds like E, the friendly player replied. The top player's name's Butterfly? You asked with a chuckle. What an interesting choice of name. What do you mean? The girl asked. Oh, well, I was kind of expecting the top fighter to have a name that was something like Imminent Death or Crusher, you replied. Well, you can choose anything, really, the girl replied. Like your name, for example. What do you mean, my name? You asked. The girl looked up above your head. See? You're Sexy Schoolgirl 69, she said. Oh my god, how embarrassing, you groaned. This isn't actually my name. This isn't even my account. I'm using a friend's one. Doesn't matter to me, the friendly player replied. You looked up above her head. There was a green cursor and the name Yui-chan. So your username is Yui-chan? You asked her. She nodded. You can call me Yui or Yui-chan. It doesn't matter. Oh, okay, awesome, you replied brightly with a smile. Yui continued to point out different things to you, like your health bar that was located to your left, and also what happened when the health bar dropped, and how to build it back up with food and water when you're on the lower levels. You chatted for a bit longer before you realised it could be getting close to 1 hour, and your friend would log you out if you hadn't logged out by then. How do you see the time on this thing? You asked. Real time or game time? Yui asked. Real time, you said. Oh, that's in menu. Just swipe your arm down in the air, she said. Like this. She did the air swipe and a holographic menu popped up in front of her. You did the same and your menu came up. The time was top left of screen. Oh, wow, I've been in this game for 50 minutes already? You gasped. Easy to do, trust me, Yui laughed. I'd better get going. I don't know if I'll be able to come back on my friend's account again, but thank you for telling me a bit about this game, you said politely. Oh, no problem, she replied. It was nice talking to you. You smiled and scrolled through the menu to the bottom and held your finger over the log out button. Immediately you were surrounded by a bright light and a friendly voice that said, Thank you for playing. See you again soon. You blinked as your friend's room came back into focus. Oh, you're back, your friend replied from her desk chair. She'd been chilling there waiting for you to come back. Sorry, I was gone for a while, you replied sheepishly. She gave you a devilish smile. Addictive, huh? You replied with a dismissive hand wave. Like, it's cool, I'll give you that. Cool? It's frickin' awesome, she yelled enthusiastically. You laughed. Okay, calm down. Yeah, it's awesome. Your best friend lunged at you, crash tackling you on the bed, the two of you squealing and laughing together. The next day at school, you were distracted by your experience in Rapid Fate Online. You still had so many questions. If I ask Bestie if I can go back in again, I will never hear the end of it. Should I go and buy it? You sat there warring with yourself, one side of you jeering at yourself for being interested in such a lame game, and the other side coaxing you to do whatever the hell you wanted. That afternoon, you stopped by the game store and nervously walked inside. Hey, you greeted the mail shop assistant. How much is RFO? You asked, almost embarrassed with yourself. And there ends Chapter 2 of Rapid Fate Online. Stay tuned for Chapter 3.